Alright, making sure that we on. Alright, we are on there. Making sure that I'm on here. I'm on here. I think I'm on here. I think I'm making sure that I'm on. Making sure that I'm on. Come on. Let me see myself do the arm motion. So I know that I'm on. Wait, let me see that I'm on. I don't see that I'm on. I don't see that I'm what? I don't see that I'm on. Wait. Now I see that I'm on. Hey. Wait, I forgot to start streamer bot. Give me a second, bitch. Sha. Boo boo doo doo. Okay, now as that instrumental ends, what is good? Wait, hold on. What is good, wonderful, lovely people? Today is a stream dedicated to gaming. Dedicated to a game a lot of people are preying on the downfall of, named Highgaurd. A lot of people don't like how Jeff Keighley last year at the end of 2025 ended the Game Awards with this game. So we're gonna start 2026 off with this being the first new game of the year. With that being said, I had a couple videos here about Highgaurd, how the game works, how it operates, and we gonna go from there and let me see something. We gonna go from there and see what this game is like, what this game is talking about. My chats aren't loading properly, so I can't test and see if anybody's saying anything in chat. My fault if I miss any chats. Let me make sure I could see everything going on in my chats. Give me 1 second, y'all.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played that.
My Rivals is a 2024 game, by the way. 2024 game. Chats, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, so that one. Let me test it. Boom. That chat is working. Let me test the big boy chat. Make sure that chat is working. Okay, that chat is working. Yo, it's good, Dr. Armani. I had to fix my chat to make sure they was working type shit. I still want to watch this fucking video. Oh wait, no, I opened it in a new tab. I still want to finish that. But now that I know my chats are working, like I said, it's time to get into mother flipping Highgaurd and let's see what this damn game is talking about. I don't know nothing about this game. I'm starting off from zero. I didn't see a single video, nothing about this game. This is the first thing I'm seeing. Yo, what's good to everyone coming in the chat. I'm trying to see what this Highgaurd game is talking about. So my team choose my base. Choose your base. What the fuck? Well, I mean, I assume they're gonna tell me about the base then. Nigga, do I have to build a base in this game? Is that why there's horses and shit?
This one's got some bite.
At least I know the gunplay is gonna be solid, cause you know, former Titanfall devs. I don't like that shotgun animation though. I gotta upgrade my guns. What the fuck is the shield breaker? You know what? I'm asking questions that they probably about to answer in like 0.5 seconds. I don't know why I keep asking questions.
This is the fun part. Calling in the siege tower.
Let's see if this finna be free to play slop of the year or this is gonna be. What's that other game that NetEase released right after Marvel Rivals? I remember I played that shit for like 15 seconds. Highgaurd, it literally just came out today, and that's what I'm gonna play after I watch this trailer breaking it down. Well, what's that? I can't even remember the name of that goddamn game. It was another hero shooter that NetEase released last year. I played that shit like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, the shooting in this don't feel right. The game died like a motherfucker, bro.
Everyone with me,
Are there captions from when I'm yapshing?
Let's show them who we are.
Auto-generated. Are there real captions that an actual person put together? No. Off. Turn that shit off then. There you go. His name of the game.
Chad Grenier, game director and studio head of Wildlight Entertainment.
Oh shit, you
And
giving
I'm
the whole
Jason
studio
McCord,
a
design
head?
and creative director. Today we're here in our office to walk you through every aspect of our new game,
This
Highgaurd.
nigga freaked out.
4 years ago, the two of us, along with 60 other veteran developers that have worked together for over a decade, all made the leap from large publishers to form our own fully independent
Oh
game
wait,
studio.
did he say over a decade?
All made the leap from large publishers to form our own fully independent game studio. From the start, our mission was to be a design-led studio where gameplay always comes first.
And in those early months,
They said
we
Titanfall
spent a
2 is
lot of
never
time
gonna happen,
playing
so
games
we'll
that
make it.
inspired us. We played battle royales, survival games, extraction shooters.
If Rainbow Six
many
and
others.
Valorant had a
In
kid.
particular, as we were playing survival shooters, one aspect of that genre that really caught our
Why you, nah, not Valorant, bro. Valorant? CSGO with fireballs? Nah, the difference between this and Valorant is the gunplay in this looks more cartoony and actually fucking fun. Shooting in Valorant is
attention
not
was
fun.
base raiding. Could we take the thrill of raiding
Base
another team's
raiding?
well-fortified base and isolate that into a competitive experience that we could play over and over again?
I don't know about that
this
one,
isn't a
Chief, but we'll
survival
see.
game. It's not a base building game. It's what we call a PvP raid shooter. We wanted to utilize our experience making well-crafted first-person shooter maps to design bases that were always fun to attack and defend. And most importantly,
I'm not gonna lie, respectfully, this idea sounds fucking terrible, but what I can say is that I haven't heard this idea before, so I'm gonna clap it up for them for at least trying something different. Now, I don't know if different finna be good or if it's finna be ass, but at least they try something, because I feel like not enough people give devs props
we wanted
for
to
at
be
least
sure that we
trying
were
something
making a
different.
shooter. We love making shooters.
Niggas love being in sequel
So now
hell.
we're excited to show you exactly what a PvP raid shooter is and what makes Highgaurd special.
Alright, let me see. Show me something, buzzing.
Here we go again, gang. Summoning great assistance.
Off the rip, I already know that I'm gonna have a seizure trying to look at everything on my screen and play the fucking game. Look at how much UI and shit there is all over the screen. Like, I got this bar with a bunch of information on it. Cause, alright, let me break down something about UI. Every piece of UI should, assuming that this is a functional UI, every piece of the UI should mean something. So, at any given time on my screen, say bless you, bitch. I have to keep track of 1, 2, because the bar is a separate piece of information. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. At any given time, I have to pay attention to 37 different pieces of fucking information. This game, this UI is telling me right now that this game is probably going to get a huge boost at the beginning because it's free and it's January and there's nothing else to play. But I'm just looking at the UI. I don't know how many people are going to stick with this game long term. Like, you know, the average reading level is 6th grade, and I was reading at college level in middle school, and this shit is overwhelming me. Imagine how much this would overwhelm you if you had trouble counting. You was in middle school doing your multiplication tables. 5 times 5, 10. Fuck, I gotta restart. 5, 10. Like, imagine, bro. This shit looks confusing. I'm gonna also put this on 1.5. Actually, 1.25. Actually, no. Keep it regular speed. I need to see how get used to looking at it. Then you gotta plant bombs and shit. So you gotta build bases and blow a nigga base up. What? Also, I'm gonna make sure I try this on controller and in keyboard and mouse to see which one feels better.
Highgaurd is a new mode between 2 teams of 3 wardens each. To start, each team chooses a unique base to defend. This is your main stronghold.
What?
While you ride out to fight in the open.
So what do you mean by choose a base? Can I fight a nigga for what base I want?
The ultimate goal of the match is to use the shield breaker to successfully raid and destroy the enemy team's base before they can destroy yours.
This sounds like a MOBA. A MOBA with guns. If that makes sense. Like, as stupid as it sounds. Also, thank you for saying bless you, doctor.
Specifically for Highgaurd's PvP raid mode. They combine tactical skill with powerful magic. You'll have your choice of characters with unique abilities.
Hold on, Mara look fire. I like her character design.
Hiding in plain sight.
I like Scarlet character design too.
Some Vesper to my head.
Magical abilities of our wardens.
Mara Scarlet main.
Combat.
I swap forms, my friends.
But we're still a gun game at our core.
That's fucking hard.
You've got your
Okay, that's hard. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
time to choose your base. Prior to venturing into Highgaurd, you'll be randomly presented with 4 options for your home base.
Okay.
Your team will vote on which one feels like the best fit for you. The enemy team gets the same 4 choices.
Do we gotta fight for it?
Each base is the size of a classic small team deathmatch map. They all have different layouts and visual styles.
My concern with that is that, like, after, because you know niggas don't love not thinking for themselves. So what I fear is gonna happen is everybody's gonna okay, youtube.com, what's the best base, best meta base, and every time you go into the match, everybody's gonna just vote for the exact same base, and it's just basically gonna be TDM of who could get the best base according to YouTube every single match. Which, I mean, I guess there's a mini meta game in that, but I just fear the YouTube meta gun build ass niggas is just gonna esports it out. Like, that's why I say this game looks so complicated. I feel like it has too much depth to get the casual audience, but it will definitely get some people that stick with it for a long term.
Distinct attack and defensive strengths and weaknesses depend on your playstyle.
People's all just gonna vote and go to the same base. They're
Once
gonna
you've
tilt the
selected
towers
your
and shit
warden
out.
and your base, you spawn in. You have 1 minute to plan your defenses and pick your starting loadout. Every warden can use any weapon.
Okay.
Select your primary, secondary, and your raid tool. You can change your loadout at the beginning of every
Wait, hold up. What's the 3 options?
And your raid tool.
Rocket launcher, zipline gun, blast hammer. This is just guessing off of what I feel. I feel like y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is gonna be like the fun one. This is gonna be the most useful one, because when is it ever bad to have 3 projectiles, especially one that can one shot or explode you? And then zipline gun depends on how broken the movement tech with zipline gun is.
You can change your loadout at the beginning of every
Blast hammer seems the most useless, but the most
Each
fun.
player also starts with 5 wall reinforcements, which they can use to armor up different areas.
Call of
the
Duty
base.
Zombies? The
Once
fuck?
the defensive phase is up, your base unlocks, and your team mounts up and rides out.
Time to ride.
So another question I have is what prevents me from just sitting home and waiting for people to come to me? Like, what makes me want to go to other people's bases? That's what I want to know.
Teams are fighting for control of the shield breaker,
Okay.
which is the key to starting a raid on the other team. But the shield breaker takes a few minutes to form. During this time, players should explore different points of interest and loot better gear.
This is where
You
the
can
battle
find
royale
upgraded
aspect comes
guns,
in.
Got a saber
I don't like
rifle.
this shit.
armor, better saddles, and
Like, this is the part of the
magical
game that I
amulets
feel like
imbued
would
with
piss me off the
perks.
most. But
Weapon
we'll
chest
see.
here.
But stay alert. The other
I
team is
just
doing
like
the same.
grinding interactions
So
and shooting
skirmishes
people.
are inevitable.
If I gotta look 30 minutes to find a fucking gun that I
Everyone
hope
with me,
works,
let's
like, that
go.
shit annoys me. I like the little
Together as a
animation
team
and
to have
jumping off the
strength in
horse.
numbers, or take a chance and split up to get more loot for yourself.
Everyone just remember where you came from.
Also around the
It's not
map
that easy.
are crystal formations called Vesper.
Vesper to mine over here.
Use your Warden's Axe to mine this valuable resource. You also get Vesper from kills.
Yeah. So let's just real quick go over the things that they mentioned so far. So far, they said you gotta play a battle royale, you gotta play team deathmatch, you gotta play Minecraft, you gotta play base builder simulator, and they said you gotta play a fucking tactical RPG out this bitch with the whole skill tree of choosing like your build of what guns you want to use and stuff like that. Yeah, this game will have a good amount of mechanical depth for those who want it, but the average ball and gun gamer, they're gonna play this game, they're gonna hear this trailer, they're gonna be like, and they're gonna get clean the fuck off this game. Like, nah, like the mechanics ain't even bad, it's just so many of them. It's like, nah, because the reason why people fell in love with battle royales is it's simple. The reason why people fell in battle royales is because it's simple. You drop in, you find the nearest gun, and you shoot the nearest person with that gun until there's nobody else left. You walk in with the circle. Some places got better loot than others. Those are very simple concepts to understand that can be very simply boiled down to: you get gun, you shoot people better than they shoot you. Simple. This game, you can't just get a gun and shoot people better than they shoot you. You also have to protect your base, and you also have to loot to get good guns, and you have to also know where the meta spot for the best guns is, and you have to know where the meta builds is. Like, what? This game is so complicated. It's not gonna last long in the cultural zeitgeist, but the people who do stick with it will fucking love this game, and they will never shut the fuck up about this game. I can already tell right now.
Quick, swift, clean, and done.
And from successfully attacking or defending a raid.
Defusing the bomb. Watch my back.
Oh, that's another thing. You also gotta play fucking Rainbow Siege. So many sub mechanics.
Finding the loot you need, Trader Flynn is a great way to supplement your equipment.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
You also can go to the store, like, bro, what?
World, he will happily sell you better armor, guns, and gear.
Appreciate the kindness.
So hunt down or purchase the best loot possible and win those skirmishes.
I don't start fights. I end them.
I guess, bro, if you're on BT like that, cool.
During the gear up phase, always make sure you're keeping one eye on the sky.
Storm's brewing. Shieldbreaker should be ready soon.
And that's what, I guess, the Shieldbreaker is their way of making sure that nobody stays at home and just plays like a bitch.
Unique points of interest. Once that Shieldbreaker forms, nothing else matters. Rally up, then fight for possession.
Excuse me.
If your team manages to secure the Shieldbreaker,
There's that big
objective
blue
is to get to
sword.
the enemy base and start the raid.
Riding on
The
a
enemy
horse.
team will do everything in their power to stop you from getting to their base.
Gang, time to attack.
Riding on a bareback. Son got it freaked out.
If you die, you'll drop the Shieldbreaker, and the enemy team can pick it up
Let's mount up
And
and
use
soar
it.
to victory.
and run it to your base.
Yeah, matches in this
Start their own
game,
raid.
just from how complex it
Once
is
you get to
and
the
how
enemy
big these
base,
maps look.
Plant the Shieldbreaker and start the.
Another thing is the way, with the size of these maps, just off the eye test, it looks like these matches are going to take for fucking ever. Nigga, this game is going to take an hour per comp match from what I'm seeing. Oh boy, like, no. This trailer ain't selling me, but I'ma still play it because it's free type beat.
The raid begins with the summoning of your siege tower that will break through the enemy's outer shield and become your spawn point during the raid.
We're getting raided. Jumping back to defend.
The defending team will be able to teleport back to their base, so be ready to fight.
You better be ready.
Once the shield has been broken, the raid begins. The enemy base contains objectives your team will need to sabotage and destroy. But in order to successfully penetrate a well-defended base, you'll need to use your warden's abilities and your raid tool. Every warden comes equipped with one raid tool of their choice. You can choose between a rocket launcher for a more straightforward approach, a zipline gun.
That's probably gonna be
Your
me.
attack plan requires coming
I'm a
in
rocket
from
launcher,
above.
fuck nigga.
Checking target B.
Come here, let me hit you with this rocket
When you
launcher,
just want to
pussy.
Bring it all down.
Hands clear. On me.
Different tools are more effective for different bases.
Oh, triple rocket launch?
Once inside the base,
Nothing's
your
gonna stop
objective
me
is
from
to
using that
sabotage
rocket
enemy
launcher.
generators.
Blow this place sky high.
Once the bomb is planted, you'll need to hold the objective while the enemy team
Robot
tries to
ass,
flush you
clanker
out
ass
Defusing a
interactions.
bomb. Watch my back.
and disarm the charge. Each base has 2 generators and an anchor stone.
What?
If a generator is successfully destroyed, it does 35 damage to the enemy base. If you can get to the anchor stone, which is harder to assault, more heavily reinforced, and has a longer countdown, it completely destroys the enemy base, ending the match in victory. Getting
How
the
many
enemy
teams
base
is
to
it?
0 health is how you win the game. This often ends in a generator blowing up, but not always. There are other ways to do damage to the enemy base. For example, planting a shield breaker and starting a raid will damage the base. And it's not just about attacking. Successfully defending your own base will damage the attacking team's base, so you can win with a great defense. If it's successfully defended, the game is not over.
So it sounds like,
Damn
to me, the best way is to just be a defensive shell, to just sit there and let them come to you. Because why would I sit there and waste my time scrambling trying to get the Stormbreaker sword or whatever the fuck it's called, when I could just sit back and let you come to me and just beat your ass? Because every time you lose, if you win instantly. But if I lose, wait, hold up, my brain is saying it's fried because this shit is frying my brain. Why would I go aggress you if you aggressing me and losing results in a win, and if you aggressing me and winning results in an instant win any fucking way? Why would I approach you? That, like, to me, that doesn't make any sense.
just done to your base, and that base health does not regenerate. Players will respawn at their base and ride out for another gear up phase.
On my mount. Let's ride.
And then on top of that, when your base takes health, it won't regenerate. Like, what's the benefit to attacking
The weapons
niggas?
get stronger, the armor and equipment improves.
Well, actually,
and the
I should
stakes
say,
get
what's the
higher.
meaningful benefit? Because I feel like instant win
Match can
isn't
go
enough.
Anywhere from 1 raid to 4, which means matches can last anywhere from 8 minutes to around 30 minutes if the teams are really trading raids.
Back in the fight.
Winning a
We'll
match
see.
will often come down to a clutch bomb plant with a few seconds left on the clock.
Someone call for a demolition man. Bomb planted.
Oh, I forgot to pause my
Or
music.
a tight team fight with mobility, positioning, and shooting skills out in the open world. So that's Highgaurd. We're excited for you to try our unique take on this new PvP raid shooter. All you need to know at first is loot up, grab the shield breaker, and raid the enemy base. And stick together. This is a team game. There's lots more to unpack as you start going deeper, but for now, assemble your wardens, and we'll see you in Highgaurd.
I also have another macro, however the fuck you pronounce it, video lined up after this for noobs video. Cause like this literally the day the game comes out, so everybody's a noob when it comes to this game. Besides like
What you
beta
just
testers.
saw is a product of 4 years of experimentation, playtesting, and a whole lot of passion and
Still
fun.
another.
And now here's a deeper look at the mechanics, features, and world of Highgaurd.
Okay, let's see that
directly
deeper
from our
look, buddy.
team.
I might have to watch this standing up. Not gonna hold you.
Ice wall. Up for cover.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
Great.
What? The fuck was that?
When we started, we wanted to make sure that we were making something that played to our strength, but at the same time, we want to bring something new to the table.
I mean, you definitely did that, so I clap it up for that.
Something fresh and a game that is not exactly like something they've played before.
I think everyone was on board with fantasy meets ballistic guns. We thought, okay,
Yeah, I don't
we
watch
wanna
this
do
standing up,
sci-fi.
so-
What is the other conceit that we could make? It's like, well, Magic will let us do that.
We wanted to integrate
screen
more
cuts out,
fantasy elements
I'll be right back.
into a shooter. We knew that we wanted to do like an FPS game. That's our core. That's our bread and butter.
We know how to make shooting feel really good, so we focused on that first.
You're not wrong.
We're not going to make another VR. We're not going to make an extraction shooter. We like the open world. We like the base building. We like the survival elements. We like the
This world looks too
mobility
damn big,
of
that's the
mounts.
problem.
It's taking all these elements from these different modes and putting them together.
Oh, let me also
That
turn my
kind of
fan.
transitioned into our prototyping phase.
The key is to fail fast, right? Because if you can fail a
I like
bunch
her character
quickly,
design.
you just
Hold on.
learn a bunch fast. You can get to the
I know who I'm
point.
maining. I don't give a fuck what her abilities do. Main.
People
Main.
trying new things and taking big swings because they're
Slay.
small.
Every
Fuck is you talking about,
playtest,
nigga?
there is buckets of feedback. We pride ourselves on finding the fun, and it's sacred when you find it.
The things that survived from the beginning were pretty
When it comes to
much
whoever made that
made
black character design, Come on.
Raid is where you
Come on now.
someone else's
I don't even
base
fuck what the other
and
characters
say,
do. I'm playing that
"Here,
one.
And I'm gonna f you up, or maybe not that word.
I don't know what the fuck he talking about. But I will admit, character designers, y'all did y'all motherfucking thing. Y'all did y'all motherfucking thing. Let's run that back a little bit.
Players are always craving something fresh and a game that is not exactly like something they've played before.
I think everyone was on board with fantasy meets ballistic guns. We thought, okay, well, we don't want to do sci-fi. What is the other conceit that we could make? It's like, well, Magic will let us do that.
We wanted to integrate more fantasy elements into a shooter. We knew that we wanted to do like an FPS game. That's our core. That's our bread and butter.
We know how to make shooting feel really good, so we focused on that
Yeah,
first.
bro. Where's the damn character design? So I could gush over it.
We're not going to make another BR. We're not going to make an extraction shooter. We like the open world. We like the base building. We like the survival elements. We like the mobility on mounts. It's taking all these elements from these different modes and putting them together.
And then that kind of transitioned into our prototyping phase.
Whoever did the motherfucking character designs for this, Slay! Slay! You niggas cook! You niggas cook! Yo, hit the little beat dance. Hit the little beat dance. Nigga, you cooked. Nigga, you cooked. And like, just be like, cause the thing about this, that besides, you know, beautiful black woman, that I like, is that I feel like so many games, when it comes to locks, they have the same 4 fucking hairstyles. The over the side Killmonger joints. They have the old man dress that come down to the waist. They have the ones that come down to the shoulders, and they have the ones that stick up, like directly up like this, that look like little wicks. That's just up like that, and it's a bunch of them in their hair, and they look like bantu knots. Those are the only 4 hairstyles you see. So seeing her with locks, but at the same time the shit got braids and stuff in it, like nigga, I love to see it. And as a nigga with unkempt locks, with locks that don't just follow the convention, I love seeing stuff like this. Like, bro, look at my lock. Look. I pride myself on having multiple textures. Look, the end of all my locks don't look different. You know how many years I let niggas call me dirty and I still love my locks? You know how fast a nigga with a weaker mind would have cut his locks? Bro, I love seeing hairstyles like this that look unconventional, that look different, but are locked. Yes! Slay! Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was joking about that Game of the Year shit in the thumbnail, but this might actually be Game of the Year. No kizzy. And I at least have a character design of the year for this character alone.
The key is to fail fast. Where you bang on someone else's base and
Hey,
say,
yo, we banging
"I'm
niggas in
here,
a base?
and I'm gonna f you up," or maybe not that word.
The raid is the driving factor in most of our
Damn, we
choices.
could penetrate a
From
nigga base,
the
crazy.
characters, to the weapons, to the raid tools, to the mounts, to the push and pull of the sword.
It's very fun, especially when you're like invading a base.
Each base is different. We try to give it an identity. We try to give it like history, and kind of has its own personality and has its own gameplay.
We could make really strong expressions of layout.
I'm liking this gunplay that I'm seeing, but the systems in the world behind the gunplay make this shit look
It has
confusing.
like the 3 bell towers. It has like candles on these like curved interiors. I love just kind of seeing how the light plays off of it.
The cool thing about our bases
The lighting
in our
does look
world
fire.
is that those bases are discovered in Highgaurd. Who discovers them are our wardens.
It's only one warden
When
I'm
you
playing,
take
nigga.
a story,
I don't care about no other
you
characters,
think
strengths, and
about
weaknesses. I don't
characters
give a fuck
deeply,
where
and you
anybody
think
land on the
about
title.
Highgaurd and this mysterious
I'ma make it work,
land.
bitch.
Everything is reinvesting in the world we are building.
One thing that we wanted to do was make sure that like our magic felt not hand wavy. So everything kind of like emanates from a source on the characters, and the characters is kind of what creates that magic.
My favorite warden right now
I like
is
this art
Scarlet.
style, too.
I really enjoy her shifting sands ability. It's one way that you can silently get into the base, and then the enemy is like totally confused.
Our wardens, I would say, are there to complement our guns in terms of lethality.
Okay.
But they're meant to add tactical and strategic depth to the overall match.
It's exciting. You're at the beginning of a match. You don't know
Bro,
what's
the
gonna
ability to
happen. Endless
slide a
opportunities.
wall
All
and
the
break holes in the
character
wall and
abilities
shoot
the
people on
destruction
Fortnite
and
shit.
the gunplay
I like
come
that
together
idea.
into this really
Still gonna play the
frenetic
black
fight.
one.
Philosophically, we are a gun-first game. You know, we want to make sure that gun-on-gun combat is the primary way.
Hey, yo, type of freaked out shit that they talking about. Niggas said we doing gun-on-gun sex here, boy.
Hardcore. Our guns gonna be ballistic guns. I want to see people rack it. I want to see all the inner workings of it.
When we shoot the gun, we wanted to make sure that there are tons of moving parts. We want to see like animators being able to.
I feel like that's
full
high-key
creativity
distracting,
to, like,
but
bring these guns to life.
We wanted to
School,
start
I
from a really
guess.
grounded, realistic standpoint. When I'm firing a gun, I'm enveloped in it. I know what it is. That is a 5.1 surround design experience to put you behind.
I
the
thought
gun,
this
make
nigga
you
was about
feel
to
like
start
you're really
saying
there
gun
firing
shit.
it.
Like, that's a 5.1 nanometer intake bullet. Like, whoa, bro. Niggas is not thinking about all that.
So in Highgaurd, one of our unique things is our mix between close quarters combat in a raid scenario and open world battles, mounted combat. We have to be mindful of creating guns that are fun in all those scenarios.
Base rating is this.
I also that is very fucking true because I hate when I go grab a shotgun. Excuse me. Like, that's one of the things that drive me away from battle royale. Shotguns are quite literally unviable 99% of the time because most interactions will you be seeing a nigga halfway across the fucking map. But like, I forgot my original thought.
One of our unique things is our mix between close quarters combat in a raid scenario and open world battles, mounted combat. We have to be mindful of creating guns that are fun in all those scenarios.
Base rating
True.
is this like intense, like peak
I remember what I was about to
action,
say.
right?
Oh,
It's
well.
cranked to 11, but we learned that being cranked to
Oh,
11
you could
the
break a
entire
full-
time is a lot of fun, but it's not something you can play for 3-4 hours.
True.
Right? You need some better pacing there, and that's where the open world kind of helped, right? That's where that pacing break came.
Okay, they did it to break up the monotony, but who says I got 3-4 hours to play a game? Maybe I don't want no monotony.
Differentiator factors from our game.
I don't like
think there are
games with
three
high
things,
downtime.
actually. The
Because
loop is very unique.
I don't know. Maybe it is a personal preference thing because I have J-Slur warning incoming. A job. Like, I don't like playing games with constant downtime where you're just sitting there looking at people for 2-3 minutes. Like, I want a game with a lot of uptime. I want a game where you're doing something the whole time. You're enjoying yourself the whole time through doing actions in the game.
And then I don't think you see a lot of shooters out there that do fantasy. And then the third one is mount combat.
There's this really strong.
I'll give
fantasy
you a
of,
lot.
like, being on a horse and just like shooting people.
Because I can name quite a few, but all them bitches is dead.
Really quick, and very quickly that became like, oh, this is the sauce.
He ended up making a bear, and you're like riding the bear. It was so magical, kind of like running through. The team really latched onto it. I think it kind of set the tone to where everybody was like, oh man, I want to like fulfill that fantasy. I want to play that.
Mounts were created for traversal at first, and then we were like evolving it to be more combat.
The open world is a totally different animal, right? Cover is really far apart, and it's a different kind of fight. And the way mounts incorporate into that combat is honestly super fun.
I feel like this is one of those things
these
that's
rolling
you can't
vistas
describe. You just got to
that
go through it.
promote mount combat. You want there to be excitement to be able to like get out and go roam.
The beauty about Highgaurd is that we're just at the surface. The characters have just found certain parts of that land, but they're going to continue to discover new things.
Highgaurd is a lost continent that has suddenly re-emerged mysteriously, missing in action for hundreds of years to the point where most people in this world don't even believe it's real.
Highgaurd itself is kind of a land of mystery, and each map is a snapshot of what that
Excuse
continent
me.
used to
How
look
many
like.
maps are there on
Closer
launch?
to where Highgaurd was rediscovered, we stick with a lot more modern architectures. You got a lot of very big machinery. You have a giant wall. You have steam
Don't look
vents.
modern,
The
the fuck?
more we go inland, the more magical and ancient it gets.
When Highgaurd
But
first
all of them
returned,
look magical and
everyone
ancient.
rushed to this
What are you
land,
talking
and they
about?
all died. And it became clear that the only ones who could survive in this magical land are those with that gift of magic.
And they are brought to this place.
Show me the black woman character, nigga. You showed me this lady like 15 times. Show me the Negroid women.
Help bring you to the land of
Or we
Highgaurd.
riot.
They're in a position of power because they broker all of the contracts that the Wardens take on. You see all of these characters being drawn like a moth to the flame to Highgaurd, and over time you're going to see how big that flame gets.
We've picked our favorite things here and there, but I feel like we found a vision and stuck to it and created something that's genuinely new.
We knew when we started we wanted to make a shooter, and we knew we wanted to make something that was live service, and so we've been planning for that for a very long time. In fact, we already have a year's worth of post-launch content already deep in development.
There's a lot of live service fatigue right now, right? These games tend to hit you with
Yeah.
FOMO, which I think players have gotten wise to, for good reason. We're building a game that people want to come back to.
So
Shorty
the way our
waved the
post-launch
air
plan
above
is
the
broken up
damn
is
bear.
what we call episodes. So each episode will be roughly 2 months, broken into 2 halves. We'll have a part 1 and a part 2. With launch, we'll have a special occasion with an episode 1, and that'll
So
bring
that makes sense. They
5
released in
maps,
January.
6 bases, 8 wardens, 10 weapons with 11 mods that change up how those.
I don't fuck about all that. I wanna play her. I wanna play her.
weapons play, over a dozen.
I don't give a
other
fuck
items
about
in
none of
the
that
pool,
other
and it's
meta
ready
shit.
to
I'm playing that
install
character
launch
on
day.
that
And
character
then just in a
alone.
couple of weeks, we're gonna have episode 2, which kicks off with a new warden, a new mount type, a brand new map, and
Oh, so you
we're
can
really
choose your
excited to
mount.
bring our first new mode.
I'm gonna run down on niggas with
So
the
that'll be
bear.
coming in 2 weeks, and then from
Nigga, I got the right to bear arms. Rah, 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 rah. Then I'm gonna bust a nigga head open. Yo, does this have proximity chat? That's also something I'm curious about. Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Do, 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 Marathon. Okay, let me check Perplex. No, bitch. But it was added after early test and is not present in a recent January blah 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 video breaking down an updated Highgaurd. The creator explicitly notes that was one of the new additional things added that players have previously been asking before. So from what this says, it has proximity chat, but we'll see when we get in game.
regular cadence.
Watch and burn.
We're also gonna watch that
What I'm most
macro
excited
video
people
too.
experience with this game is the
I'm
care
gonna
and
go-
the attention that
go
went
back from it and
into
come back.
making the gameplay satisfying and rewarding.
You put all this love into a project and feel like you went to battle together, and to put that
Everybody, let's get into some college games. Ah!
world to play and get the
Head ass
feedback
clip.
and see the joy it brings people. You just want to keep doing that.
Hopefully this brings a lot of people
Love
joy.
my job. And part of that is I love this team. I'm just trying to have fun.
But we want the community to feel like they don't need to read an entire book before they play the game. We want them to feel like they are a part.
Yeah, well, all the systems and stuff you explained to me and introduced, that's what it sounds like. I don't know. Maybe when you're like grown, you have a higher mental capacity. But like I think this game was made. Like I keep reiterating it throughout this video, but I don't think I could reiterate it too much. This game don't seem simple. Like I showed earlier, it's damn near 40 different pieces of information you got to keep track of at all times on your screen when you're just running around in a free roam doing nothing. This don't seem like a simple game that you could just boot up and play. The amount of mechanics and stuff y'all had to explain, this don't seem that damn simple.
Part of that book and be a part of the journey as we kind of discover it with them.
Going from a blank page to a game that we are excited to play on the weekends. So I'm proud of the game, but I'm proud of the team getting to that point.
This is the fun part.
Make it a ring.
Firing.
Yeah. Run up on niggas and bust on that bow bow. Run up on niggas and bust on that chest.
I have the shield break.
Buzz on his face. No bukkake. Buzz on his face. No bukkake. Did it with a
Hope
dick.
you enjoyed that
With a
first
glocky.
episode and the in-depth look into the gameplay of Highgaurd. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to show you more about our game, and we hope that you'll try it out for yourself.
For those of you who want to learn even more about the game and our universe, be sure to check out the Field Codex on YouTube and our official website.
I'll do that.
And please
in my own
follow us
time.
on social to get the latest news, patch notes, and updates about the game.
And most importantly, Highgaurd is free to play and available right now on Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Remember, the first War Chest is completely free for all players, and we're hitting the ground running with our next episode
That's their
coming in
battle
just
pass.
2 weeks. We can't wait to grow and build this game with all of you. From all of us here at Wildlight, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Highgaurd.
Alright, is there anything meaningful here, or is it just a bunch of gameplay? Is it like another little commercial? Yeah, this is just like another little commercial. So while the little commercial in the background plays, let me talk about my thoughts. So, just my thoughts and assumptions before jumping into Highgaurd. It looks like from this trailer breakdown explanation, there is a metric fuck ton of mechanics and information that you need to keep in mind. And it looks like this game is very complex, even though they say it's not. They say matches are gonna take 8 minutes at the shortest, 30 at the max, but we'll see. The thing I'm scared of is this game is so complex that there's gonna be a day one gun meta build after about a week, but hopefully I'm wrong. I want to see how this game unfolds, and I don't have an agenda or a hate against the game. And I will say, out of everything, the number one thing I liked about this is the motherfucking character design. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But nah, jokes aside, the mechanics in here, even though it's a lot of them, they look very well fleshed out and very well thought out. And the gunplay, which is the number one thing that people care about in a ball and gun game, looks good. And as for abilities and stuff like that, they didn't talk about that too much, but we'll see if those are balanced when we hop into the game. That's my little breakdown of Highgaurd. Now on to the macro video before I go pee-pee.
Hello, Macro. Who are you? My name is Wildlight. You actually know me pretty well. I'm actually the OG Respawn. Whoa, classic Respawn? The same Respawn that made Titanfall and Apex Legends? Yes, sirree. And as Wildlight, we're making a brand new game. One that we think you're gonna love. You're finally working on the spiritual successor to Titanfall 2! Wait,
let's
what?
go!
That's literally all I think about! Oh, I cannot wait to bring back the cardboard pilot helmet for the real fans. No, wait, that's not. I wonder if it still fits.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Titanfall 3, here I come.
Titanfall 3!
Highgaurd is a new hero shooter developed by Wildlight Studios, which is a new studio comprised of a ton of original Respawn developers who worked on the Titanfall series and Apex Legends. Which is a fun fact that most people learned when Jeff Keighley introduced it at the end of the Game Awards.
Our final world premiere comes from
Nigga,
61 members of the team that built Apex Legends and Titanfall.
And this trailer received
Go back to fucking the pig, bro.
overwhelmingly negative response. The Highgaurd trailer was less than ideal, feeling a tad bit generic. Plus, the idea of another hero shooter in 2026
After
did
Marvel
not excite
Rivals.
most people. But also, it was pretty unclear what this game was even about. I guess we wouldn't
Yes.
know until it dropped. But you know me, I'm always down to give every hero shooter a shot. So when I got an email asking if I wanted to try it out early, it was a no-brainer. So, what is Highgaurd?
Hey, is
What
that
makes me
Tony?
want to try it out early? It was a no-brainer.
I got that nigga Tony right there.
What is Highgaurd? What makes this any different than Overwatch or Apex Legends or any other hero shooter? Let me explain.
Why did they name Shitty Watch? Keep that name out your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear about that goddamn game.
Call Raid. The way it works is 2 teams of 3 players each have a base that they need to defend from the enemy. First, you'll select your warden, and then you'll choose your base. There are
I'm
multiple
telling y'all.
layouts for your base.
I'm telling y'all right now. If we in that fucking character select screen and yo pick that black woman before me, I will be throwing. I'm just letting y'all know right now. When we hold up, where is it? Oh wait, shit.
First, you'll select your warden.
I'm letting y'all know right now, if you ever see the name QaptainSlander in your game, when we get to this screen, you could pick any of these other 8 motherfuckers. Don't pick her, because that's mine! And if you do, let's just say, you will be having a miserable time. I will be walking around the map, perusing around, seeing the sights. You're going to be trying to raid and fight people in these other bases by yourself. I will not be helping you. You're going to be like, yo, QaptainSlander, we need help. We in a team fight. It's 2v3. I wonder who's going to help you. You've been warned. If you see the name QaptainSlander when we get to this screen, don't pick her.
And then you'll choose your base. There are multiple layouts for your base, and your team will vote on the layout you want before the match begins. But before any raiding begins, you'll first need to gear up. You'll spawn with low-tier versions of whatever guns you want to use, and a raid tool. The guns in this game are aesthetically a little more arcane, steampunk in style, but gameplay-wise, they're staple FPS guns. Some will feel like Apex Legends. You got your R301, Peacekeeper, Hemlock, Wingman, but these have their own quirks. Except you're just an AK-47. Like, what? In the gear up phase, you will find higher tier guns,
I want a shotgun,
armor, helmets, tools, and other items.
I don't give a fuck what's going on. Shotgun. What I'm pulling, you gonna blow you in your face.
Use to just buy gear from the shop. Run
Trying to bust on a nigga's leg caps.
This other guy.
Leg caps, knee
Time
caps.
for some combat. We can start by firing your weapon.
The shop's inventory doesn't carry every weapon. It will randomly have
him.
higher tier ones, but it does help with minimizing some of the RNG, especially if you need armor. While the axe itself is not that great for using in combat, it can be used to tear down destructible walls. But for the most part, it's there so you can pretend you're playing Fortnite. After you gear up, the Shieldbreaker sword will spawn on the map, and both teams will fight to acquire it, as this is the only way to actually enter the enemy base. Once a player picks up the Shieldbreaker, that player will be marked on the minimap, and will also have a large aura that their enemies can see.
Oh, so there's no hiding.
Dies, then it'll be dropped, and another player can pick it up. So your goal here is
to get the Shieldbreaker to the
enemy base or die trying.
See, this is why you give your game to content creators early, because that video they did, disrespectfully, that shit sucked. The number one question I had about this game is how are they forcing interactions? They could have explained that when you pick up the Stormbreaker sword, there's a big ass blue circle around you that people can see from literal miles away. Why didn't you just say that? Companies, dear companies, hire the fucking content creators to make your trailers, because you're shit at making them. Niggas get paid for a living to make videos, and niggas be scared to hire them.
Your steed, which makes you much more mobile and helps traverse the larger
They know how to
areas of the
speak to
map.
people.
While you're riding your steed,
Y'all know how to
don't
speak
take
to
any
other
fall
game
damage.
developers
Oh, yeah,
and
there's fall
boardroom
damage in
members
this
and shit
game.
like
You
this.
can't be on your steed on every area of the
Wait,
map.
there's
but
what?
most of the damage. Oh yeah, there's fall damage in this game. You can't be on your steed
Ooh,
on
nigga.
every area of the map, but most of the map. And your steed can be a horse or a bear or whatever the fuck this is. And also
griffin,
your
nigga?
steed can die if it's shot at, and that will stun you for a bit. So don't assume that you're safe on your horse, you noob. And your horse will get stronger and faster when you find or buy better saddles. Also, you can always teleport
so
back to
saddle
your
is horse
base.
armor.
That way, if the enemy is on their steed across the map, you're not caught off guard. In this game, you'll have unlimited respawns on your base. Or you can even spawn on your teammate that has the Shieldbreaker. But when you die, you'll become a soul orb. Your teammates can pull you out of your soul orb and revive you. And the cool part is you can do this while moving. But enemies can destroy your orb to siphon shields and make it so you cannot be revived. So when you revive mid-fight, it can feel so clutch. So after fighting for the Shieldbreaker, if no
Revive me,
one
revive me!
successfully brought it to the enemy base, overtime
just
will
practicing.
happen, creating a sudden death situation where you only
He
have
said,
one
what about
life
sudden death?
to the enemy base. So clutch. So after fighting for the Shieldbreaker, if no one has successfully brought it to the enemy base, overtime will happen, creating a sudden death situation where you only have one life to finish this phase.
Okay.
So this phase will end if the Shieldbreaker gets to the enemy base or if a team gets wiped in overtime. In both scenarios, the losing team's base will lose 30 health immediately. However, in
Bro, the main question I asked during the first trailer is how are they going to prevent matches in this game from being 30 fucking minutes long? This is the information I actually wanted to know.
Man,
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This is the information I wanted to know. Dear game developers, you are not a content creator. A content creator specializes in getting the information that the people want to know to them. Hire them to do that.
Overtime, if both teams just don't die once the clock runs out, then the raid will begin at the base where the shield breaker was closest to, and no bases will take any damage. So that way you can't just camp bait. However, in overtime, if both teams just don't die once the clock runs out, then the raid will begin at the base where the shield breaker was closest to, and no bases will take any damage. So that way you can't just camp on your side of the map with the sword. But regardless of how it happens, now we have...
Okay.
A big battering ram teleports in and breaks down part of the enemy base's shield. The attacking team now has a limited amount of lives during this phase, and you could spawn anywhere around this big battering ram. On offense, your goal is to plant a bomb on one of these 3 bomb sites. And on defense, your goal is to defuse and eliminate the enemy team's lives to end the raid. The A and B bomb sites are usually easier to get to and will blow up after 40 seconds, dealing 35 damage to the base.
That's
but there's
forever.
also a bomb site called the Heart, which is usually a lot more difficult to get to, and will take a full minute to blow up. However,
just go for the Heart.
if you do manage to blow it up, you will immediately win the match.
There's
So
no
games
reason
can
to do
sometimes
anything
end in
but
the
go
first
for the
raid
Heart.
phase. However, the defenders do have a lot of options that give them an advantage. They can fortify any of the destructible walls in their base, and all of the doors and windows in the base can
Alright,
only
so
be
I'm gonna
opened
swing that
by the
shit, that
defending
hammer
team,
harder,
which makes
nigga.
it a lot easier for them to work around the walls. However, all of these walls and doors can be destroyed by either shooting them, using abilities, or using your raid
How
tool.
limited is
There's
ammo?
3 raid tools: a rocket launcher, a sledgehammer, and a zipline. The rocket launcher and sledgehammer blow up walls, while the zipline helps you traverse the base and get around enemy fortifications. So if you don't
Theoretically
fully
the
blow up
best, but
enemy
I'ma still
base
use the
before you run
rocket
out of
launcher.
lives, or if you run out of time, the raid phase will end. If no bomb was successfully blown up, then the defenders will deal 30 damage to the raiders for having a strong defense, and then you go back and do it all over again. But the second
me,
time
chat.
around, the loot you'll find will be higher tier, and also a care package with a care package weapon will drop, and that weapon is
fuck
this
is a care
broken
package
LMG.
weapon?
Like, oh my god, it does so much damage.
Oh my god. From range. Oh my god, stop digging in them like
Eventually,
that.
you'll get gold tier loot, which is the strongest version of everything. Gold tier weapons will have a unique extra bonus effect like shooting twice or higher headshot damage, and most weapons have multiple options. So make sure to read up on what each gold version does. There's also different
gotta be in the
specific
field
items that
reading
are
shit,
one-off uses, like the dome splitters, which can open the enemy dome at a different area, or the thumper, which is just a big-ass time bomb for blowing up walls. There's
Does it
also
do damage to you?
amulets
Is
that
that why
give
you
you a
had to
unique
back up?
perk like faster cooldowns or faster revives, and the higher tier versions of raid weapons also have special perks, like going invisible on a zipline. So as the game progresses, things get a lot stronger and crazier. So the first team to successfully blow up the enemy base wins. And if the enemy team only has 5 health left, you don't even have to plant a bomb. The moment you stick the sword in, you just win.
I'm digging in, you twin. Twin, you getting dug in.
Okay, so that is the core gameplay loop of Highgaurd in a nutshell. The devs have called it a raid shooter, since it really does feel like its own unique thing. But this is also a hero shooter.
From what it sounds
so let's
like, it
talk
sounds
about
very
the
different.
heroes. I mean,
Yeah, let's hear about the Warden so I can go
Warden's
take a
designs
shit.
feel inspired by World of Warcraft and League of Legends, with natural
that's why I don't
magical
like the
elements
designs.
fused with
Except for,
steampunk technology. On launch, there's 8 Wardens. You got Shan Yu from Mulan, Bird Person, Genericus,
Bird
Hulk
Person.
on Ice, Hot Goth Cthulhu, Literally Mother, Sandy Cheeks, and Ken Masters. No, seriously, he even has the Ken Masters skin in the store. It's wild. Each Warden has a
How did they
passive ability,
get
a
that?
regular ability, and an ultimate ability. And every Warden also has the ability to throw a grenade that's on cooldown, so you don't have to loot for grenades in this game. The Warden's abilities will feel familiar if you've played other hero shooters. I mean, Scarlet's ultimate is literally Jet's ultimate from Valorant, let's just be honest here, but that doesn't mean it's not fun.
I made zips to heart.
Yeah, I ain't using that shit.
Middle, no ground, middle.
I'm not using Whoopie.
Yeah. Oh my god. Let's go.
Woo! But seeing how these abilities interact with the shield breaker phase and the raid phase is what makes them all interesting. Some wardens excel at breaching. You can be loud and destructive with Redbane's claws to break down walls and his ultimate scream that breaks down every wall in sight. Look at how many walls I destroyed. Or you can go in and
16?
be sneaky by
I
playing
don't know, that's a
Scarlet.
lot.
You can go invisible and you can phase
Okay,
through
she's a
walls.
sneak thief
While
character.
other wardens are better at defending a position. Una, who is my personal favorite warden, spawns little minions that throw concussion grenades at enemies. They're super cute and super annoying, and her ultimate is an even bigger minion that throws grenades at enemies. And all of these little creatures make holding down a point really easy. Una, no, dos, no, tres, no, mucho. Kai is another warden that's great on defense because you can block people off with his ice walls. And he can repair your base's walls as well. And when you're ready, you can become a frost giant and terrorize the enemy team to death.
I guess,
oh my
bro.
god, this thing is awesome. There's also
But
more
is he a black-
supportive
there
wardens
we
like
go.
Condor, who can scan and smoke out enemies, controlling her Condor like a Call of Duty AC-130, or Mara, who can give extra shields to their team
Condor.
and create a spawn point
Condor
for their
main,
teammates.
Condor main.
And if you're a fan of just doing a ton of damage,
Condor
he
main.
just has these shock spears
Condor
that will
main
annoy
incoming.
your enemies. And his ultimate might be the strongest in the game for getting kills. No joke. Like, you can't even hide indoors. His ultimate breaks walls. And for some reason, Highgaurd made him the face of this game. When Una looks so much cooler, she was
Agreed.
right there, man. And if you
Agreed.
like to create space, Slade's magma will force enemies into bad positions, and then you can throw down his ultimate, which is essentially a Gibby ult, but with magma. You're literally raining down hellfire. Every warden has something unique to bring to the table, and it's
Condor
up to you
main.
to figure out which
Don't
one
care.
fits your playstyle. Or you can just play
Don't
them
care.
because you like their design.
Condor
All
main.
power to you. I kind of sped ran through each of these wardens. If there's a lot of interest in Highgaurd, I might do individual for news videos on these characters. Una for news.
Niggas say, hey, if y'all like watching me play this game, I'll make videos on this shit. If not, I'm not making a single fucking video on this shit. Because as far as y'all know,
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
Oops, thoughts? Okay, I think with that, I have explained pretty
You
much
know what guide
everything
I
you
wanna
need to
see,
know
nigga.
about this game. So now, allow for me to review it by first going over things I like and things I don't like in the... This is clearly a game made by ex-Respawn developers, because the movement and gunplay feel fantastic. The weapon diversity here felt good, and each felt super satisfying to land kills with. The voice
I feel
acting
like
is
Respawn games
top-notch,
don't really
with
have
a
good
few
weapon diversity.
overlapping
I
voice
disagree.
actors from Apex Legends. Trust me, you'll notice.
Mother of trees grows restless.
I
The
didn't play
steed creates an
Apex that
interesting
much.
movement mechanic where you can jump off of it and carry that momentum into a slide and kind of finesse going on and off of it, and will definitely lead to people like Moki Sniper coming up with steed bunny hopping tech or something.
Oh
I don't know,
my
but I'm just really
God.
hyped for that. And then when you're finally in the
Please.
bases and off the steeds, the combat becomes
This game got a good week out of me before this shit becomes annoyingly sweaty.
much more intimate and intense. It almost has this arena shooter vibe to it that I thoroughly enjoyed. With all the wardens and weapons and items at your disposal, you have a lot of freedom to play the game how you want to. I genuinely think that some of the character designs are phenomenal. Even the ones I don't love, you can see the love and care they put into their
True.
kits and how their backstory is reflected in their design. When the game releases, every character will have trailers explaining their backstories. So currently I don't know what they are, but as a fan of lore in games, I'll be eating it all up. The cosmetic designs
So
are
will
also
I.
pretty nice. I mean, Atticus has a Dune outfit. Listen like a Ebe. And with the world that they built out, they have a lot of ways to make cosmetics that still fit their vibe. Also, according to the devs, the battle passes don't expire. This is a good thing.
Okay,
We
that's
over
fine.
at the Macro Show are not fans of FOMO. And on top of all that, there's a bunch of free cosmetics earned by leveling up and doing challenges, so you can look drippy without spending a penny. I also like the maps and base
Wait, hold on,
designs.
hold on,
Some
hold on.
FOMO don't
I'm sending a
expire.
text to somebody.
this is a good thing. We over at the Macro Show are not fans of FOMO.
Facts.
And on top of all that, there's a bunch of free cosmetics earned by leveling up and doing challenges, so you can look drippy without spending a penny. I also like the maps and base designs. Some layouts are more open than others, but they feel distinct and fit their aesthetic that they're going for. Also, apparently ranked is dropping in 2 weeks, so people that want a more competitive experience can be happy to know it's right around the corner. And of course, the biggest pro is that this game is 100% free to play. All characters will be unlocked, and you don't have to spend a dime to play it.
You fucking hear that? All characters unlocked for free. Hey, Tony, you hear that? All the characters are free! Dumbass nigga.
My biggest issue with the game can be summed up in one sentence. It's doing too much. A lot of what it's doing is good.
I just want to make it be known, I'm not trying to hate on this game, because this nigga said nothing but positive things about this game up until this point of the video. Like I said, look at this fucking UI. There's a whole bunch of shit going on.
But there is some fat that can be trimmed or streamlined here. My biggest issue with the core gameplay loop is the looting / gear up phase. It just feels like it's stalling us from the actual fun phases. While it is only 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes between every raid, and after multiple rounds even in one day, it was getting a little tedious. Especially the Fortnite axe thing to mine resources. I despise doing this every single game, but I have to mine because you kind of need money to buy things. But you can tell that this is just a time waster because they put the freaking mined resource right next to the vendor. Hey Blisk, you're just leaving $100 bills on the floor. Are you stupid? And then looting isn't really that interesting either. It feels more like a chore in this game, especially when you already found the weapons you want to use. You would think that once you find good weapons, you'd be done looting, but you also need armor and multiples of it because when you die, you lose the armor that you had. So I end up going on long fetch quests, mining a bunch of materials, opening a bunch of blue chests, mostly just to stock up on armor and just spending most of the currency on armor. And it's just like, why are we doing this? It's funny that they're ex-Respawn developers that didn't realize how awesome Evo shields were because looting for armor sucks. And the worst part about the looting phase is that you could fight other people, but there's absolutely zero incentive to fight enemies during this phase because they don't drop any loot. So there's really no stakes here. You're like a monkey opening loot boxes for a few minutes and then you play the actual game. I just think this gear up phase needs to be overhauled because its removal could lead to faster games with more action because some of these games can be very long, but they can't get
Didn't I just say that these games are going to be long as fuck? I swear to God, if I boot up this game in a casual match, it's 45 fucking minutes. This game gets a day.
Of the axe mining because they gotta sell axe skins. Okay, next con. From a design perspective, a few of these wardens look pretty generic. While you have bangers like Redmayne, Una, and Kai, characters like Kondo.
We not taking that anti-black rhetoric around here, nigga. Shut up.
Bigger with characters. I'm also not sure how to feel about the bases. While I like the variety it can provide to the game, ultimately, if there's clearly a base that works best with the best character and team composition, people will always end up choosing it. And I think...
Didn't I fucking say that? But I'm glad that watching this Marco video, he's saying and having the same concerns that I have, because I just looked at this shit and I said, ooh, this feels like it'll be a problem, 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 but I like this. And I said those things blindly without watching his video. Then I watch his video, which is a better breakdown of the goddamn game, and then he says all the exact same things I said. When I say something negative about a game, it don't mean I hate the game. It means that's something I noticed that made me go, ugh. So, back to this trailer though. I just wanted to point that out. I don't be hating, I just be critiquing.
That down the line, it would lead to a lot of the same bases being used over and over and over again. Sure, sometimes those bases won't show up when you vote, but I feel like it would almost be better to not let players have that option because that ends up being 2/3 of the gameplay. But we will wait to see what the meta
it's another game where you lose at the CSS.
Some of these cosmetic prices are a tad bit high, which I genuinely wouldn't mind if I could buy some of these skins individually. Like, I don't want this character skin, but I want this gun, or I want this steed only. Giving players more freedom on how they can spend their money is always a better option for both the player and the company. Overall, I really feel like that initial trailer at the Game Awards was a blessing in disguise because everyone's expectations were astronomically low. And this game is way better than that trailer made it seem. It's trying a new fresh gameplay idea with some familiar gunplay and fun characters to play as. It's by no means perfect, but the core idea has a ton of potential. And I think it's 100% worth giving a try.
Translation after today?
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
And by the way, that don't mean I hate the game. Sometimes a game just ain't for you. Like, I ain't played Apex Legends since they had a single-digit season. And it was under season 10, so it was like season 2, 3. I played that game when it first came out, so just because I don't like the gameplay loop, that don't mean I think the game is bad, because Apex isn't a bad game. It just ran its course for me. I got bored.
At least. Because what do you have to lose? It's free. So I'll be giving Highgaurd an 8 out of 10. But what do you think? Have you played Highgaurd? And if so...
Not yet, but what I will be doing is hitting 0, looping this video, and I'll be going to the bathroom real quick.
Hello,
and coming
Macro.
Right back.
Who are you? My name
and
is
then I will be
Wildlight.
finally
You
booting
actually
up
know me
and
pretty
running.
well. I'm actually the OG
Highgaurd.
Respawn. Whoa, classic Respawn? The same Respawn that made Titanfall and Apex Legends? Yes, sirree. And as Wildlight, we're making a brand new game. One that we think you're gonna love. You're finally working on the spiritual successor to Titanfall 2! Wait, what? That's literally all I think about! Oh, I cannot wait to bring back the cardboard pilot helmet for the real fans. No, wait, that's not. I wonder if it still fits. Oh, man. Oh, God. Titanfall 3, here I come. Highgaurd is a new hero shooter developed by Wildlight Studios, which is a new studio comprised of a ton of original Respawn developers who worked on the Titanfall series and Apex Legends, which is a fun fact that most people learned when Jeff Keighley introduced it at the end of the Game Awards.
Our final world premiere comes from 61 members of the team that built Apex Legends and Titanfall.
And this trailer received an overwhelmingly negative response. The Highgaurd trailer was less than ideal, feeling a tad bit generic. Plus, the idea of another hero shooter in 2026 just did not excite most people. But also, it was pretty unclear what this game was even about. I guess we wouldn't know until it dropped. But you know me, I'm always down to give every hero shooter a shot. So when I got an email asking if I wanted to try it out early, it was a no-brainer. So, what is Highgaurd? What makes this any different than Overwatch or Apex Legends or any other hero shooter? Let me explain. Highgaurd introduces a new game mode that they call Raid. The way it works is 2 teams of 3 players each have a base that...
I'm gonna just start the game up in the background while I go potty. Oh wait, shit, it's gonna pop up on my second screen, isn't it? Oh shit, I forgot I gotta log in again for this. While I do that, let me...
that they need to defend from the enemy. First, you'll select your warden, and then you'll choose your base. There are multiple layouts for your base, and your team will vote on the layout you want before the match begins. But before any raiding begins, you'll first need to gear up. You'll spawn with low-tier versions of whatever guns you want to use, and a raid tool. The guns in this game are aesthetically a little more arcane, steampunk in style, but gameplay-wise, they're staple FPS guns. Some will feel like Apex Legends, you got your R301, Peacekeeper, Hemlock, Wingman, but they each have their own quirks. Except you're just an AK-47. Like, what? In the gear, you will find higher guns, armor, helmets, tools, and other items. You can also melee with your axe to farm materials, which you can use to just buy gear from the shop from Kuban Blisk. I mean, this other guy.
Okay, time for some combat. We can start by firing your weapon.
The shop's inventory doesn't carry every weapon. It will randomly have higher tier ones, but it does help with minimizing some of the LMG, especially if you need armor. While the axe itself is not that great for using in combat, it can be used to tear down destructible walls. But for the most part, it's there so you can pretend you're playing Fortnite. After you gear up, the Shieldbreaker sword will spawn on the map, and both teams will fight to acquire it, as this is the only way to actually enter the enemy base. Once a player picks up the Shieldbreaker, that player will be marked on the minimap, and will also have a large aura that their enemies can see. If the person holding the sword dies, it'll be dropped and another player can pick it up. So your goal here is to get the Shieldbreaker to the enemy base or die trying. Also, while all of this is happening, you can ride your steed, which makes you much more mobile and helps traverse the larger areas of the map. While you're riding your steed, you don't take any fall damage. Oh yeah, there's fall damage in this game. You can't be on your steed on every area of the map, but most of the map. And your steed can be a horse or a bear or whatever the f this is. And also, your steed can die if it's shot at, and that will stun you for a bit, so don't assume that you're safe on your horse, you noob. And your horse will get stronger and faster when you find or buy better saddles. Also, you can always teleport back to your base. That way, if the enemy is on their steed across the map, you're not caught off guard. In this game, you'll have unlimited respawns on your base, or you can even spawn on your teammate that has the Shieldbreaker. But when you die, you'll become a orb. Your teammate can pull you out of your soul orb and revive you, and the cool part is you can do this while moving. But enemies can destroy your orb to siphon shield, so you cannot be revived. So when you revive mid-fight, it can feel so clutch. So after fighting for the Shieldbreaker, if no one has successfully brought it to the enemy base, overtime will happen, creating a sudden death situation, where you only have one life to finish this phase. So this phase will end if the Shieldbreaker gets to the enemy base, or if a team gets wiped in overtime. In both scenarios, the losing team's base will lose 30 health immediately. However, in overtime, if both teams just don't die once the clock runs out, then the raid will begin at the base where the Shieldbreaker was closest to, and no bases will take any damage. So that way you can't just camp on your side of the map with the sword. But regardless of how it happens, now we have a big battering ram teleports in and breaks down part of the enemy base's shield. The attacking team now has a limited amount of lives during this phase, and you can spawn anywhere around this big battering ram. On offense, your goal is to plant a bomb on one of these 3 bomb sites, and on defense, your goal is to defuse and eliminate the enemy team's lives to end the raid. The A and B bomb sites are usually easier to get to and will blow up after 40 seconds, dealing 35 damage to the base. But there's also a bomb site called the Heart, which is usually a lot more difficult to get to and will take a full minute to blow up. However, if you do manage to blow it up, you will immediately win the match. So games can sometimes end in the first raid phase. However, the defenders do have a lot of options that give them an advantage. They can fortify any of the destructible walls in their base, and all of the doors and windows in the base can only be opened by the defending team, which makes it a lot easier for them to work around the walls. However, all of these walls and doors can be destroyed by either shooting them, using abilities, or using your raid tool. There's 3 raid tools: a rocket launcher, a sledgehammer, and a zipline. The rocket launcher and sledgehammer blow up walls, while the zipline helps you traverse the base and get around enemy fortifications. So if you don't fully blow up the enemy base before you run out of lives, or if you run out of time, the raid phase will end. If no bomb was successfully blown up, then the defenders will deal 30 damage to the raiders for having a strong defense, and then you go back and do it all over again. But the second time around, the loot you find will be higher tier, and also a care package with a care package weapon will drop, and that weapon is this broken LMG. Like, oh my god, it does so much damage. Eventually, you'll get gold tier loot, which is the strongest version of everything. Gold tier weapons will have a unique extra bonus effect like shooting twice or higher headshot damage, and most weapons have multiple options, so make sure to read up on what each gold version does. There's also different specific items that are one-off uses, like the dome splitters, which can open the enemy dome at a different area, or the thumper, which is just a big-ass time bomb for blowing up walls. There's also amulets that give you a unique perk like faster cooldowns or faster revives, and the higher tier versions of raid weapons also have special perks, like going invisible on a zipline. So as the game progresses, things get a lot stronger and crazier. So the first team to successfully blow up the enemy base wins. And if the enemy team only has 5 health left, you don't even have to plant a bomb. The moment you stick the sword in, you just win.
The shield breaker!
Okay, so that is the core gameplay loop of Highgaurd in a nutshell. The devs have called it a raid shooter, since it really does feel like its own unique thing. But this is also a hero shooter, so let's talk about the heroes. I mean, The Warden's designs feel inspired by World of Warcraft and League of Legends, with natural magical elements fused with steampunk technology. On launch, there are 8 Wardens. You got Shan Yu from Mulan, Bird Person, Genericus, Hulk on Ice, Hot Goth Cthulhu, Literally Mother, Sandy Cheeks, and Ken Masters. No, seriously, he even has the Ken Masters skin in the store. It's wild. Each Warden has a passive ability, a regular ability, and an ultimate ability. And every Warden also has the ability to throw a grenade that's on cooldown, so you don't have to loot for grenades in this game. The Warden's abilities will feel familiar if you've played other hero shooters. I mean, Scarlet's ultimate is literally Jet's ultimate from Valorant, let's just be honest here, but that doesn't mean it's not fun.
On Arch. I made dips to Arch. Behind us, I'm back. Middle, no ground. Middle. Yeah. Oh my god. Let's go.
But seeing how these abilities interact with the Shieldbreaker phase and the Raid phase is what makes them all interesting. Some Wardens excel at breaching. You can be loud and destructive with Redbane's claws to break down walls and his ultimate scream that breaks down every wall in sight. Look at how many walls I destroyed. Or you can go in and be sneaky by playing Scarlet. You can go invisible and you can phase through walls. While other Wardens are better at defending a position. Una, who is my personal favorite Warden, spawns little minions that throw concussion grenades at enemies. They're super cute and super annoying, and her ultimate is an even bigger minion that throws grenades at enemies. And all of these little creatures make holding down a point really easy. Una, no, dos, no, tres, no, mucho. Kai is another Warden that's great on defense because you can block people off with his ice walls. And he can repair your base's walls as well. And when you're ready, you can become a frost giant and terrorize the enemy team to death. Like, oh my god, this thing is awesome. There's also more supportive Wardens like Condor, who can scan and smoke out enemies, controlling her Condor like a Call of Duty AC-130, or Mara, who can give extra shields to their team and create a spawn point for their teammates. And if you're a fan of just doing a ton of damage, Atticus has these shock spears that will annoy your enemies, and his ultimate might be the strongest in the game for getting kills. No joke. Like, you can't even hide indoors. His ultimate breaks walls. And for some reason, Highgaurd made him the face of this game, when Una looks so much cool.
Alright. Let's try and start up Highgaurd. Cause when I tried to start it up a few minutes ago, I have it running in the background and it just crashed. So let's start it up. Oh, let's also sit down. That would be nice. Yes! Error secure boot disable. Oh my god! I want to read all the fucking data in my game. God damn it! I had to secure boot my computer. Oh my fucking god! Stupid ass shit. Now I need to look up a tutorial on my phone because I'm gonna have to cut my computer off and cut it back on. How to secure boot your computer. We don't want to hear what you gotta say, Clanker. God damn it. I didn't realize this shit needed secure boot. How to secure boot. Oh, wait. Why don't I go to fucking YouTube? How to secure boot Windows 10. Oh boy, this is about to be a fun ass process.
Hey, welcome guys. In this video, I am going to show you the 2 different ways to enable secure boot on your computer. But before that, you need to check out your system if it is already enabled or disabled in your PC.
It's disabled.
To do so,
I know that.
in the RAM application, just press Windows key plus R. Now type msinfo32 and click on OK. And make sure you are in the system summary. From here, you will get all the hidden system information, like your BIOS mode, BIOS version date, and as well as your secure boot information. As you can see here, secure boot is off in this PC. Well, there is another tricky way to check this option. For that, you need to go to settings. You will not see any information. But after enabling the secure boot from your BIOS, the secure boot option will appear here.
Okay, how do I do that?
Now let's enable it. And as I have told you before, that I will show you the two different ways. So this is the first method. For that, you need to go to settings again, then update and security, and click on recovery. And then click on restart now under the advanced startup option. And your PC will restart immediately.
Time to restart the PC. Oh boy. Restart it anyway, bro. Just close the fucking applications.
Sorry guys for the viewing disturbance, as I am recording this portion with my phone on hand. So pardon me. Now click on troubleshoot. Then advanced options. And here you need to click on UEFI firmware settings. But if you don't see these UEFI settings on your PC, that means your motherboard does not support this option. But don't worry, the second method will work for you. For now, stay with me. Well guys, now click on restart. And we have
for it to
access
restart.
to the BIOS settings of our PC.
Ah, shit. So my upper monitor is turned upside down, and you can't change screen orientation in UEFI. Now I gotta unplug my mouse and hold it upside down.
Now go to advanced mode.
Oh, this is F7, right? F7.
Then
Security. God damn. Okay, nothing changed it. Okay, main, you said go to security. Wait, am I in main?
go to security option, and we have got access to the BIOS settings of our PC. Now go to advanced mode, then go to security option, and you to the BIOS settings of our PC. Now go to advanced mode.
God fucking damn it. Advanced. Boot. Fast boot. Shit. I physically have to do this to read the fucking line. Boot configuration. Secure boot. My brain is tired, so I can't read that shit normally. Fuck it, just do it like this. Secure boot.
Then go to security option, and you can see the secure boot option is here. But you need to understand that you will not always find this option here. It could be different places like boot menu, security, and config. Mostly you will find it in security. Actually, it depends on your PC and laptop brand. Anyways, now just click on secure boot.
It says secure boot enabled. What the fuck? And blah 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 blah. Yeah, so it is boot. It is enabled. The fuck? What the fuck? It says enabled and there's no option to even disable it. The hell?
Enable it and press F10. I mean set the settings. And it will restart. Now let's check it if it is working now. Go to device security like before. As I told you, after enabling it, secure boot will appear here. And if you check the system config by run command, type msinfo32,
Okay, so
And you can see
secure boot was on, but for some reason the shit wasn't secure booting. The fuck? Whatever, nigga. Whatever, nigga. I swear, bro. I swear upon my honor. If I do all that and the shit doesn't boot up because secure boot isn't enabled, well, it's just fuck this game forever. I hate when games make me have to do all this extra shit, bro. If this shit got one chance out of me. If this shit don't work, oh well, because I already see too many signs that make me say, I'm not with it with this game, and I'm gonna just play I hate this place. That's literally the name of the game, just in case you're a little bit blind. Let me turn all my bullshit on before I don't finish for right now. Install update. Oh, it shut down properly, so instead of just asking me to open up the tabs, I have to restore window. No! Don't press play on that. That's not what we're here for right now. Please enable and restart the game. Oh well, we playing We Hate This Place. I don't fight to play games that don't look interesting. Get this shit off my hard drive. Y'all saw me. I just restarted my shit and checked. Secure boot is enabled. Still not booting. Oh well. Oh well. Fuck this game. Can't even play it. Well, fuck it. Switched so that I could see my stream. I turned my computer off to turn it back on to still not be able to play the game. Fuck this game. I swear to God, fuck this game. We not 20. Nope. This year we not going back and forth for games. Nope. I just checked and my shit is in secure boot and I restarted my computer and it's still not working. Nope. We not fighting to play this goddamn game. We are not doing that, boy. Hell no, you got me all the way fucked up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play something else called I Hate This Place. Tell you this year and beyond, I'm not fighting to play no game. I hate game. You put place. I bet you this game boot up first time I press it. I bet you it do. Look at that. Game boots up first time. First fucking try. Game boots up. Look at that. Dear developers, we're not going back and forth with secure boot and all this other goofy shit. Goofy shit to play your games from now on. Nope. Nope. I'm not doing all this other stupid goofy shit. I had to turn my computer off and then turn the game back on. Nope. Nope. You get one try. You get one try, bruh. One fucking try. And that's it. I'm deleting that shit off my system. We're not going back and forth with and fighting games no more. Nope. Not happening. Open that up. Open that up. Run. Okay. Let's test the shot, make sure it's working. I wish a nigga would ask me why I can't play Highgaurd. Oh, well, I secure booted my computer and it's telling me that I still can't play it. So, fuck this game. I'm not struggling to play a game that I wasn't interested in. Nope. Nope. Game don't look that fun. Nope. We gonna play I Hate This Place, and I'm gonna see if I like this place or not. Let me look in settings real quick. Yeah, display is right. Audio, we'll see. Controls, we'll figure that out later. There's controller support. Graphics, shadow detail, low as fuck. Lighting quality, low. Environment detail, medium. Computer effects, medium. No, I don't want to update my drivers right now. I'm in the middle of a game. You know we do with that. We put that shit at max, nigga. Frame rate. Can I get 120? That's good. Upscaling filter. Off. Okay, so auto it is. Accept. I'm gonna try this on mouse and keyboard first, because I feel like this is gonna be a controller game, but we'll see. We'll see how it feels. If it feels extremely bad, I'm gonna switch immediately. All I remember seeing about this game is that it looks a little bit interesting.
Lou, I really don't know if this is a good idea. Where the hell are we going?
What? You're still scared of your aunt? You're all grown up now, girl. Wake up.
I'm not
Didn't even say the last part.
It's just, I really want to know the truth.
You will. Come on, this is the place.
Talking about I need to secure boot my computer. Well, how about you not get booted up on my computer at all? Fuck out of here.
Recite a prayer now.
How do you know how to summon the horned man exactly?
How to do what now?
Is there like a
First of all, the horned man is a god, not a demon.
Sound like we about to summon a motherfucking Baphomet. What the fuck type time is she on?
Summoning book for Christmas last year.
For Christmas? This just some shit a nigga could buy in Barnes and Nobles?
Come on, I'll show you later.
You got a Bernays and Nobles and get this fucking book?
Even for you.
This nigga got the Darkhold about to summon Doctor Strange, the evil one.
Quit talking. Close your eyes and focus. Great horned God who watches over us, give us the strength and guide us on the paths of this fleeting world. Open our eyes and show us the truth.
Our? Nah, nigga,
Give
yours.
us the strength to...
The fuck was that transition?
No, I didn't know that it would. I didn't.
At least his voice acting is I wouldn't say it's great, but it's decent so far.
Lou? Where are you? Oh, stop messing around. I'm starting to think this whole horned man thing wasn't such a great idea.
Okay, just by the way you control the character, I know you're supposed to play this shit on a controller. Because there's no way you want me to walk around with WASD while my mouse is on the screen the entire time. No. This shit was designed for controller. Let's see if it just reads my controller off rip without having to do anything. I gotta allow my controller. Can you connect to the PC, bro? I gotta start this dumbass application. Watch how I start it and the shit work instantly. Wait, now that it said it's set up, because I know I got 60%, I know I got health on it. Oh, look, I don't even need DS4. Okay, W number 1, the game fucking works. When I turn the goddamn game on, I don't have to restart my computer just for the shit to not work. Yeah, definitely the shit was meant for controller. How do I stand up? Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh wait, let me see if I could get PlayStation games. The fuck? Okay, controls. Except, like, that's it. That, whatever. Consumable, crouch, interact, weapon reload, toggle weapon, toggle throwables, aim, movement, and click the stick to crouch. Or I can press B, aim throwable, shoot swing, run, what? Sketchbook, inventory, pause. Oh, I read that already. Yo, stop trying to... Because I had to restart my computer, all types of shit is popping up that's making my crosshair and audio focus fly out of this game, bro. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I forgot what the run button was already.
Looks like we're not in Kansas anymore. Fuck, Lou. What have we done?
Oh, I was about to say, are we not? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to follow the guts? Okay, we got clear pathing already. Got some wood on the ground? Alright. What the fuck is that? Driftwood? Scrap. Let's go. We picked up some scrap. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with it.
Hell. What is this place?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. Yo, what's good, buddy?
Hello, Eleanor. It's nice to finally meet you.
Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I don't know fuck about the name. What's yours? I had to press.
Just a guide through hell.
I had to press the button every time I want to hear the next toy line. I mean, I said toy line. Voice line. My brain is fried.
I thought you'd want help.
I really thought I was gonna play Highgaurd today. My bad, bro. AAA games never fucking work because they know people gonna play the shit regardless.
Well, you already.
I don't care. Oh shit. Genuinely don't care.
Lou?
No, there's a green joint. I can't even hit it. Alright, what type of damage you dealing with,
Lou?
bro?
Is anyone there?
Can I not? Oh. I can't. I just gotta crouch to get to it.
Great, power's out. Let's see if I can fix this damn thing.
I don't know if I should be going out there, really. I don't think it's a choice. I think I'm gonna have to jump out the room. No glass noises? Oh, I'm about to say no glass noises over the glass encryption. So you can't climb out a window 2 feet in front of you. Alright, bro. It's one of those games where you're gonna have to backtrack a lot and look for stupid shit. We're just being realistic. Yeah, well, watch me realistically delete this shit off my hard drive. Oh, right, I forgot I gotta crouch to get through here. I'm setting a 5-minute timer on. If in 5 minutes my timer go off and nothing entertaining happens in this game, GG's. I'm cutting off the stream. I'll make a new timer. Fuck that. 5 minutes on a timer. 5 minutes on a timer. There you go. Yeah, I can see it. Let's see if this game can do anything to impress me in that time. Uh-oh. Alright, they listening. Okay, so I do have to go this way. Like, I feel my brain shutting off really hard playing this game. Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a passageway where they wanted me to move the table over the glass or something so that I could get it. Alright, bro. You can't go down here, just be sure. Alright, cool. Can't see over there. I'm not gonna lie, this shit now making it 4 minutes. This shit I'm making it 4 minutes. I'm sorry, gang. Like, this game is dead ass making me tired and making me stop responding. You did not do anything good on my hard drive. You literally tried to put me to sleep. I'm about to dip that shit. Back to my rivals, bro. Because I thought it was